today I thought I'd play another driving game. This is Buggy Boy, but it was also known as Speed Buggy in the arcades. Now, it came in 2 cabinets, it's quite unusual. So it comes in a normal single screen cabinet, which is the only one that I've seen. But I'm assuming it's quite rare, but it also came in a 3-screen cabinet. Now, because it's 3-screen, it means your normal bezel won't actually work on this game. So we'll load it up and just take a look at the actual machines themselves. So there's your 3-screen cabinet, so all side by side. Also the single screen cabinet, if you just keep an eye on this cabinet part here, the red part, will show you on the bezel that I've had to create. So I got this idea from MainFan. He actually created a video on Darius, which is a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, also 3 screens. So obviously you can't use the normal bezel. So for the top part, he actually used the arcade marquee. So I've done the same on this and used the Speed Buggy marquee. Down the bottom, I couldn't really find anything that was actually suitable, so I basically recreated that red image that you saw on the Speed Buggy machine itself, and I've also created the gear shifter, which is working. Now, just to show you what it looks like as a single screen, if I actually change the video option, so we'll look at the original bezel artwork. So there it is, as a single screen game, with the normal bezel, as we can see. The only trouble is, if you try and play it as a single screen game, as you can see, this is actually the left screen and not the right, not the middle screen. So you're seeing the left screen here, and I can actually just change it so that we can see, I believe, the middle screen. There we go. So that's the middle screen only. And you actually do need all 3 screens because there are selections that you can make on either side, which you won't see on the single screen. So we'll switch it back to the triple screen. So obviously the 3 screens are side by side, and on MAME it does allow you to join them up so it's one seamless big screen. So what I'm going to do, obviously there is no continues on this game, it's just play it right the way through, and there are 5 courses. So I'm just going to play all 5 courses and just see how well I do on each course. So first of all, put in my first credit, and this is the screen selection. So as you can see, this would be screen 1, screen 2, screen 3. So obviously if you're only playing on a single screen, you can't see these 2 screens to actually make your selection. So I'm going to play the off-road. Now I've got my steering wheel attached, which you can't see, same as my outrun setup, and my pedals are on the floor. Now it's going to be hard to play, purely for the fact that I'm standing over to the side, and this is quite a hard game. Looks really easy, but it is really hard. So I find to actually gain time, you need to actually use the logs to jump. So as you can see, I'm not actually, it doesn't look like I'm going that fast, but this is as fast as it actually goes. Now go through the time flag, it doesn't add the time on immediately, it adds the time on at the end of the lap. So if you don't make it to the end of the lap, that's it, game over. So my time bonus is on the top right of the screen. So I'm actually gradually building up, and you can get 3 on each lap. Now on this course, each lap, it does change slightly, it gets slightly harder, so extra things get added in to get in your way. I managed to avoid that rock somehow there. I have no idea how I didn't crash there. And that time I did crash. So this is really tough. It probably looks, by watching it, really easy. It probably also looks really slow, but believe me, it's not. I don't think I've ever made it to the end of all the laps that you can do on this particular course, and this is the only one that's actually a circular track. The other courses are all long rows with just sections or get our time. As you can see, now there's extra obstacles appearing on the course. too bad at the moment. He says he almost crashes into another car. I don't know why I avoided that log there. I probably needed to do that to actually gain time, because it's just so hard to actually, oh, I'm going to crash, to actually do this in time. Now extra rocks getting in the way, and they do get seriously in the way. This could well be the furthest I've ever actually got on this course, to be honest. Because it isn't easy, and I'm going to crash again. Oh no, I've got away with that one. I don't know how I got away with that. Now it's almost impossible. I missed the timer. Oh, straight in the water. Don't think I'm actually going to make it past this lap. And no, that is the end of that one. But this could be my high score. In fact, it is. Let's get my name in. And this might be the only one that I get my name on, because the other courses are really hard. So that's the first course. That is the circular course, the off-road course. So now let's do the north course. As you can see, it's a full track, no circle. And I find all four of these other tracks, they are really tough. And sometimes I get absolutely nowhere. So again, I try and use the logs to sort of gain a bit of time, because they do boost you in a bit of speed. However, get it wrong and they'll actually send you flying. So you've got to be careful. So as you can see, it really does look simple, but it isn't. And I've just missed that time, which is not what I wanted to do, because I need the time. I need all the time in the world now on these courses. So I've managed to get 2 of the timers out of the 3, so it's not too bad. Hopefully I can make it past this first lap. Well, not lap, section. So there's the first section, and I've gone straight into a barrier. Now I find that all these courses, these barriers are just put straight in your way everywhere. So you jump a log, and then there's a barrier right in front of you. So I've got another time. Gonna miss that time, yeah. I'm gonna miss that time as well, and I'm gonna crash. So I may not even make it past this leg. Oh, no I will, just about. So on to leg 3. I don't think I've ever got past leg 3 on any of these other courses. Missed the time again. I have no idea what I crashed into there. I'll have to look back on the video to see what that was that just got him away. Straight into the water. This track now is so thin that actually steering on it and not falling into the water is nigh on impossible. And how do you avoid that? And there we go, out of time. So I've only just managed to beat my high score again on that track. Just goes to show how hard it actually is. Right, okay, so next course. That's 2 courses down. We'll go on to the east course now. So again, use the log where I can. And again, how do you get past that? How on earth do you get past that? That's just nuts. And that's the start of it as well. It's not like part way through. And again, I can't get to the time because I needed to actually jump those. Straight into the tree. This is good fun though, this game, because it's just so nuts. It is a good fun game to play, but I just don't know how you'd actually play it on a single screen. I must check it out at Arcade Club, because they've actually got this there. Well, as you can see, I've actually come to the end of that one already, and I didn't really get anywhere. That was an awful game. Absolutely awful. So that's 3 of our courses done, 2 more to go. So we'll go on to the west course now. Now these 2 courses take place night time. So it's the thing I like about it is the fact you've got the different courses, and each course also has its own high score table. So it really does provide a good challenge, even though that challenge is pretty hard. I didn't want to do that, I did not want to do that, I did it. Oh, I managed to get away with it. Normally I crash there every time when I use that log to jump. Again, using the logs wisely to hopefully boost up on a bit of time. So I can actually reach at least the end of one leg. There we go, onto the second leg. Now as you can see, this gets quite tricky. There's now lampposts in the middle of the road. So amongst everything else, we've got to actually negotiate lampposts. And I've just crashed straight into one. Again, looks so easy to avoid. You're probably watching this thinking, why on earth did you not just avoid that? But playing it, totally different kettle of fish. And again, how are you supposed to avoid that? You can't literally get off that bridge and avoid the boulders and that are in your way. I've made it to leg 3. Oh, straight into the wall. There was no way of getting around that one. And I couldn't actually avoid that either. It would not let me steer. Again, that's the other thing. You look at it and think, well, why on earth didn't you avoid that? But when you're actually playing it and you try and avoid something, you just can't. Look, again, oh! It's like you just can't, it doesn't let you steer. So steering on this is not that easy. I think that could be it. I managed to get my second highest score, so again, not too bad. So one track to go. And you see, I didn't actually get very far on that track at all. I haven't got any far on any of these tracks. There's obviously a lot more in it that I've never seen. So let's go on to our south track, the final track. This is quite long, looking at that picture. And as you can see, this is the only track where I've not actually got the high score on it. Again, let's use the log whilst we can. Again, this just looks so easy, but different kettle of fish when you're playing it. Right, okay, so how am I meant to get to that time? Well, I've managed to make it past the first leg, which is good. Well, I didn't know if that was wise or not to take that log. Yeah, I think if you don't actually get off the two wheels quickly, you eventually just crash. At least that's the theory I've come up with. Okay, so far so good. What's going to happen to me now? And I've made it past the second leg. I think it's the first time I've made it past the second leg on this course. Am I risking that? Yes, I am. Oh, got away with it. Yeah, not quite sure how sometimes you get away with it. Oh, I was going so fast there, I just come across a brick wall basically. Well, hopefully then, this looks like I could actually finally get the high score on this course. Even if I don't make it now, which I haven't, yep, I've got the high score. So overall, not too bad. Okay, so that was Speed Buggy, or also known as Buggy Boy. Hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching.